Shenanigans, man. That should be real, man. It be real. Like, share, and subscribe before we go any further. The shenanigans. It's like you want to smoke right now. What's up, y'all? I'm in nature. In a backyard somewhere in Atlanta. We're gonna say it's my backyard right now. Until it's not my backyard. Things are what they are, and is what they are, and is what they ain't as well. Anything that you say is yours can be yours as long as it's yours, and anything that isn't, it isn't until you say it's yours. Until you prove that it's yours. It's like, what is this shit really? Everybody has their own theory. It's a game. It's not a game. It's a physical game. It's not a physical game. It's an experience. It's just a happening. It's just an existence. We're nothing and we're everything all at the same time. It just gets crazy, weird. You gotta keep your eyes open. How do you really see it? You gotta ask yourself the wildest question sometimes, like, is this even real? That's a wild question. Why do I have to question that this is even real? Of course it's real in my reality right now. Maybe through the screen you see an illusion or you see social media. Breathe. Now let's catch the ums. And meditation starts now. Deep breaths of reality. Inhale. Positive energy. Inhale. Those are my 3 short releases. Feel free to join that one. Playback of this video, maybe want it. You never know what I might say. I never know what I might say. I kind of just pick it from the universe. Like, it's inside. It's all in your head. You close your eyes and it gets just as dark as the night sky. And then you realize you start to see whips and lamps start to shine immensely within your own mind. And the construct is born. Thoughts gave way to everything we see right now. You got people that say, the vibrations, like when you walk away from your house, it disappears, it collapses within itself. And only when you turn back and you look around does everything behind you remain everything. But I don't know. I like people to kind of just see for themselves. Like, I'm not looking behind me, but I know that there's a grill behind me. I know that there's, all types of atoms that hold their structure, whether I'm around or whether I'm not. They're just here. They're gonna hold the structure. If I walk off, I can go down the street. Everything that's everything is everything. That means it is. Stop tricking yourself. Like, the reality of everything is you will lose yourself within yourself trying to find everything that you don't have or you can't see. Like, what you see is what you get. We keep ignoring that shit. Look, grass is grass. If I reach my hand down to this grass, this beautiful grass, and I touch it, it's gonna have a feel. It's gonna vibrate. Sorry for the phone call. People seem to want to interrupt your reality, like in the midst of everything when you're saying something real pertaining to the reality. Like, people become like immersed inside this simulation, which it is, but it's a real simulation. It's the realest thing we're going to experience in our existence, from life to death, from start to finish. It's worth treasuring. People are the most valuable thing here. Not just people though. You got to understand the relationships we build in our life are the most valuable resources and the most tangible items you could ever hold. Like, I'm an asshole, like all the way up, you know what I'm saying? And I know plenty of them. But at the same time, I stop to notice and cherish the little things. It's like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to cherish the little things. Like even the things that get on your nerves every day that remind you that you're still in this thing. You're still alive. It is what it is. Like it's a love and hate type of thing. It's like we love ourselves so much that we hate our situations depending on what the situation is. And you can grow to hate a situation or grow to love a situation, depending on how you paint it. And our imagination is so vivid, we seem to come up with things just at the whim, blink of an eye, like it's there. Like kind of like how this universe is here and now we're all just trying to figure it out. I mean, it's like you want to know who God is so you can ask him why and maybe get an answer. You want to seek and find something that may be right in front of your face and you're just ignoring it because you're so immersed into this thing. Like, yo, it's really to each his own, man. You know, to me, I follow the teachings of Christ maybe the same way as a lot of people who consider themselves ascended in a way. You know, it's in a conscious type of awareness of everything that's around me and my situation and trying to change it to the best so it suits me and my happiness. Like, it's so many routes to enlightenment. It's not just one. It's so many routes to self-awareness and consciousness and being aware of yourself. Even success, like it's not really defined in how much money you have. It's defined in how content you are and how much you love yourself. Like literally, like that's where wealth really is. The most wealthiest people understand themselves and they understand that money does not make you you. Like you can do. I got friends that have cars. These pull up, man. These guys might not have a dime in their bank account, but they get it done. They eating good. Like this is further proof on it, and this is all over the world. Like it's variations of yourself that's living their best life because they're not worried about the money. Like I live my best life because I'm not worried about the material items. So the material items that do come to me, I'm able to utilize them like they're supposed to be used. It's a tool to figure out how to enjoy life while using this tool. It's like a guitarist. A true guitarist only needs the guitar. They don't need nothing else. They can feed themselves off the vibrations of this guitar. I promise you, they'll play this stuff so they gonna play this guitar and forget to eat. I'm serious. There are singers that love music so much. There are people who love building things so much they forget to eat. Like they don't even think it out. They just wake up and start creating things. People build houses. They just wake up and the only thing on their mind is, yo, I'm gonna build this house. They ain't even think about food. They ain't think about nothing. They thought about building the house, the enlightenment, creating something. What's a part of their soul? Like that's just what they do. Like, don't get me wrong. Survival of the fittest. Well, survival of the smartest when it comes down to it. Like, you don't know what these people about to tell you. Because these people been telling you everything. They've been telling you all kind of things. We've been going forward because it's interesting. It's interesting. It's entertaining as well. You gotta think about it. We watch movies, we read books. Why? For entertainment, enlightenment, soul searching, those type of reasons. We do this stuff. We're humans. That's what we're doing. We're evolving as human beings. And as we do that, we take our conscience to another level, be it positive or negative. More than likely, we're trying to get this positive ascension. Everybody's talking about a golden age, an age where we can wield the technology around us to its peak optimalness. Like mankind evolves, but so do our elements. Like everything, we take everything with us. As we evolve, we take everything with us. Like you gotta understand, we evolve everything around us. Like our breakthrough is like leveling up your castle on one of these games. Like in order to level up the shack, you gotta level up the warehouse. In order to level up the warehouse, you gotta level up where the people live, the living quarters, and so on and so on. So you go back to the living quarters, you level the living quarters up, then you level up the shack, then you level up the stalls, then you level up the warehouse, then you level up the castle, and then everything looks even more developed. Like, we look at fallen technology right now. Don't get me wrong, there's still running things going on. Like the government is so swifty with it and all the entertainment around it. Look. We're in the midst of a presidential election over here in America, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting real. Our president, we don't know if this man just got an assassination attempt or if it was all staged. But that's how real this shit is. You get what I'm saying? We, for the longest month, people didn't even want to believe that we went to the moon, that people actually stepped foot on the moon. Like, and they're like, we did it, but we lied about it. You know what I'm saying? We did, but we went for real, but then we staged it afterwards. It's like, it's like, there was a shootout down the street, you know what I'm saying, for real. Then later on, they made a movie about that shit. Like, the Wild West was real, and then they staged it in Hollywood just so you could see it. It's like proof that this shit actually happened, but we gonna base it on a true story. We even gonna name the characters the original names. We gonna Buzz Aldrin this shit. Later on, we gonna make some goddamn cartoon about the shit so kids can actually remember it and ask them questions. Yo, who is Buzz Aldrin? Like, yo, who is goddamn Neil Armstrong? Yo, what was the Apollo mission? It was one of the first missions that was groundbreaking for us in this modern day. Now, in other modern days, you're going to start seeing that shit, man. People starting to air out everything. Shout out to every great mind that's really going somewhere with this shit. You're tapped in. The only time you actually you lose me when the theory of everything just goes right through your face and you be like, and nothing exists because it don't exist when you're not looking at it. No. Don't forget this. When you see something, unless it's a whole shape-shifting type of thing, it's going to hold its shape. You hold your shape and your form, even when people ain't looking. Even when you ain't looking in the mirror. You can forget what you look like, but you're still going to look the way you look. That's the crazy part about this shit. All in all, in this existence, this shit is sound and solid. There are Easter eggs and there are different types of things that could qualify life itself as an actual game or video game, where you actually know, you can feel, you can sense that there's a creator of this simulation. Like, it's an agreed upon standing with all of the conscience, and we collectively agree upon that shit. And technically, most teachers are gonna say the same thing, just in a different way. You dig? And no, I'm still not singing until I get paid. Y'all gonna have to, I need a check because I'm hungry right now. Everybody's always hungry. You're out here for it. Like, you're gonna need it. It's how you win the game. Like, it's literally how you win the game. And then you die of old age if you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is all random, but it's real. Like, you gotta understand, it's real. So it's like, it's a tree in front of me. You can't see the tree. I see the tree. I describe it. It's a stump. Like, it's a long, tall stump. It's kind of like cut off at the top. Looks like some termites have been all in this, like all in out. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of home for like a bluebird or a red bird. It's some sort of bird that lives inside of this tree. Not to mention the insects that are crawling all over it. It's probably a couple of lizards at the base that make it up to the top just to view the sun before some hawk comes and snatches them right the freak up off the top. That's what's on this tree. This tree has had a lifeline. At one point, this tree was a big, beautiful tree, grand, with all its branches and its leaves bearing its fruits, acorns, nuts, whatever the hell this tree was bearing, it was bearing it. Like, if I go a little closer, I could probably tell you the rings that are on this tree. But in order to know this, you have to go and read this tree. Everything's readable, even people. You gotta understand, even your life itself. Don't fall for the illusions. There are people who are plants and there are people who are just planting seeds. You dig? It's a whole bunch. Alarm went off 11:11. We're gonna close this one. We're gonna close this one with some ums, okay? Breathe in. Let it flow. One more time. To be successful and to actually live and win this construct, you gotta literally want that shit. To experience it to the most and to the fullest, you gotta literally want it. And you can't just fall under the whole rug of this is just an illusion, because everything behind you is real, and it will help you get to everything that is in front of you. I'm gonna leave you with that. Go for your dreams, okay? Make your life amazing, okay? And love and cherish everything that you think might not actually be worth it. All of these people around you that's teaching you these amazing lessons and connecting with you. And if it don't connect with you, get away from it. Y'all stay blessed, man. This is your world.